Alright, we are going to start from scratch and make the whole setup that we would need to work on our research publication, especially literature review. So we'll get a lot of hurdles. We will be using ChatGPT and Google search wherever we get stuck. So this is a fresh system starting for the first time. I ran a sudo apt get update and get upgrade to upgrade all the packages. Um, if you enable all the upgrades during the install, then this is how you would get it. Now we would install Zotero, Tech Studio, Git, and Anaconda, and we would run everything on the system so that we can use it for our research work. So let's get started. The first thing we'll install is Tech Studio and all of the dependencies. And all dependencies possible. So we would install Tech Studio and everything along with that. So let's start with that. It's going to take some time. So in the meantime, we'll do other stuff. Yes, so this is Tech Studio. It's going to help us run LaTeX code, which we will submit to our journals, and which is also helpful to collaborate, write literature review, and also use ChatGPT for literature review where needed to get ideas. So we'll be doing that using this. The next tool that we would be installing is Zotero. This is where um, we'll organize all of our references. Then we will be installing Anaconda and running Python. We could get cloud tools for all of this, but it costs money, and we are going for $0 installation, which means that we are not paying a penny for any of the tools that we are working on right now. So once this is done, so order is important, and we have to also install text maker and other stuff. So we'll follow the order because some tools in Tech Studio have to be done in a particular order, especially in Windows. In Linux, in Ubuntu, it's much easier to work with these tools. It's much harder in Windows. So after this is done, we will try to check our literature review. We will see if we can get the notes, and assuming that somebody else did a lot of work, we will take things ahead. So that's how we would be working on that. Now when we install this, we would install Text Live Extra, although we did full, and Text Maker also, to make sure that we have everything and we don't get stuck. Otherwise we'll keep on getting error in the Tech Studio, and then we'll have to handle it manually. So our goal is to run the LaTeX code on this system and run Jupyter Notebook and GenAI libraries on this system. The research paper that we are doing is, so we have two goals. We want to run this GitHub for LaTeX, and we want to run this V5 So if we can run this v5 and train our library and get some output, the output would look like what is inside here. If we can replicate that, get the same result. So like test accuracy, train accuracy, if we can run this, get these numbers. And here if we can run and get this PDF locally, something that looks like this, those would be our goal. So if we can get this PDF built locally, and if we can get the notebook working locally, that would be like victory for us. That's our goal. And to run this, and the other thing would be Zotero, that would be for our literature review. So we don't have a UI or something that I can show you here, but I can show you the file that we will open in Zotero. So all the research paper for us this time that we will be using is in this file, mylibrary.rdf. This is the tool Zotero. So we have to open this file in Zotero. It has the around 12 research paper that we are using to write the literature review, um, and some notes that our teammates made to take things ahead. So that's going to be our goal, to get there. And right now LaTeX is downloading, Text Studio is downloading all of the tools that it needs. We cannot run parallel installation while this is going on, because it's going to interfere with the others. So we have to be patient. This one is big, it's 629 MB, but in all this would be like 4 GB if we were to check how big our system is. Then we can look at the disk. Generally the cheapest system that we can get is like 64 GB or 128 GB. The RAM is 8 GB on these ones. So these are the bare minimum stuff. If you want to access it using AnyDesk or any other tool, you can also do that. You can access them on the cloud. I'm making this system for somebody who is going to use this to update the literature review. So after this we have some ideas that we would work on. So once we have everything done, we will work on 3 ideas. One idea is using GenAI to answer some regulatory questions, to see if GenAI can generate meaningful questions, regulatory questions for the models we are using. The other would be comparing GenAI with Gemini to see how good or bad they are in asking those questions. The third would be to connect the backend and see if we can ask some questions to query the logistic regression backend model. We would be using the free repository Hugging Face for that. So once we run the notebook, we would be trying to run Hugging Face for that. Now the download speed for this is like 5 MB, so it's going to take like um, another 5-10 minutes to download this one. So that's going to be our goal. These courses are also published here. So Gen AI for Quant Finance. This course has some tutorial about the models that we are using, some of the models that we are using, and the other course that we have are mostly related to the EB1 and EB2, and this course on how to make the setup. So this is what we will be doing. This is 60%. It's going to take another 4 minutes. So in the meantime, I will quickly show you a little bit about cloud option. So Zotero we can also open on the cloud. Whenever we use their cloud account, it costs us money, because we are using their server, their bandwidth. So whenever we use that, it's going to cost us money. Now, Zotero can be integrated into a browser. We would use the command line setup. So let's see, Zotero. Yeah, we'll use this one. We would use full Zotero, not Zotero standalone. So we will use this one, but we will not download the file. We will get the latest file from their repository, the official repository. So once we have that, different teams can add different ideas by reading the research paper of what could be done. Before they do that, they have to look at the technical stuff, like what is Gen AI, what kind of models we do, and then together we can fine tune the models. So this is part one, which is an intro to the tools that we need. In the part two, I will show you the installation steps.